All right, welcome back to the Bank On It podcast. It is episode number 27, and I'm going to say shout out to Eddie George and current Red, Matt Kemp.
I got Vlad Jr.
Vlad Jr. not a bad
Got to
pick.
represent the fantasy team there.
Jumped on the scene with a bang this weekend, too. We are, as always, presented by the Appalachian newspapers. I'm joined by regional sports editor Randy White, Corey Vance behind the camera, and the Bank On It podcast is presented by
Presbyterian Homes of Cedar Creek and Good Shepherd at Phelps. If you are looking for quality care for loved ones, look no further than Presbyterian Homes of Cedar Creek and Good Shepherd at Phelps. Both facilities treat your loved ones with care and respect. They offer therapy, daily activities, exquisite cuisine, and home-like settings to make your family members feel at home. Call to schedule an appointment today. At Cedar Creek, call Jessica Thacker at 432-8243, and at Good Shepherd, call 456-8725. Caring for your loved ones is what we do best.
And we're also presented by the city of Pikeville. Go check out the city's website at www.visitpikeville.com. Check out all the things going on this summer. It's going to be a fun-filled summer in the downtown area, so be sure to go and check that out. And we've got a ton of highlights.
2 weeks worth of highlights. Last week, as everybody knows, the Randy McCoy episode was a little different. We done things a little, but we still didn't quit getting highlights. So we've got 2 weeks worth. So I mean, there's highlights of so many games. I mean, the one that stands out is Pikeville's All-A sectional that they lost the boys there, and just a ton of highlights to check out. Just plenty of action.
All right, stick around and check out some of the highlights from around the area.
We did, and this was one of the games that we needed to be in. It was kind of a big game. It was a really good atmosphere. It's a regional tournament type atmosphere. Like you said, it was against a really good Raceland team. They're very solid, well coached. They execute, they make plays, and they make you beat them. And tonight we came up on the short end of the stick, but listen, I am proud as heck of my guys. You know, it's an early still for us. You know, new coaching staff with a new team, and we're starting to see some things that we've talked about. You know, we've still got to make some adjustments. It's still a long year, a lot of games to be played, and I'm proud. Grayson competed. You know, we hit some balls hard, and they made some great plays. A guy makes a diving catch, and then a running catch at the wall. Third baseman makes a great diving catch. Or you know, the game could have been different. We get a guy at third with one out, and we get back-to-back strikeouts. You know, that could be a run, and who knows? That may change the complexion of the game. They may go to the bullpen. You know, it's just a great high school baseball game. And we talk about it's a process. You know, we talk to our guys that it's a marathon and not a sprint. You know, this is a long, drawn-out season, and we still got a lot of work to do. We did our schedule so that we wouldn't really have any letdown games. And it's like I told them after the game, you know, that this type of game can make you or break you. It's what you make of it. You know, we can lay down and kind of quit now because we lost a tough one at home, or we can, you know, use this as motivation and get ready for the district and region. Now our focus kind of shifts. You know, we wanted to try to get to the Final Eight, but in our first year as a new coaching staff with new guys, you know, different expectations. You know, we win the All-A region and have a chance to go to the Final Eight and took, you know, Raceland to the wire, who won it last year. You know, so our focus kind of shifts now away from the All-A, and now we start focusing on the district and the region. And we got a tough week next week. We got 2 district games, and then Pike Central, you know, are kind of a rivalry game. And then we go to Lawrence and play Lawrence again and Cabell Midland. So, you know, we are preparing ourselves. And like you said, we're starting to turn the corner. I think some of the things we've talked about are starting to be put into play. And, you know, we were a bounce here or there to win this game.
Okay, thank you again to our sponsors, Presbyterian Homes of Cedar Creek and Good Shepherd at Phelps and the beautiful city of Pikeville. Check out their website at www.visitpikeville.com. And we had a few local athletes signed to play on the next level this week.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks we had Pikeville's Grace Bartley. She signed with Georgetown College. We went to the signing, got some interviews with Grace and Coach Christy Orm. And then over at Belfry, they had two girls signed to play softball with Ohio Valley University. Kaylee Rash, one of the top pitchers in the region this year, and Kylie Stanley, both signed together. Really cool story. Got interviews with both of those girls and Coach Ryan Chapman. So people should stick around, check those interviews out.
Yeah, check those out. Love to see the local athletes getting some love from college and going on to play in the next level.
It's huge. Something I've worked for a long time, and it definitely paid off in the end. Getting a lot paid for and not having to put that stress on my mom and my dad, and hard work definitely paid off. I'm definitely excited. I didn't want to go somewhere that was really big, but not somewhere that was small, kind of away. And I think Georgetown College is the best fit for me. And I love the athletics and the coaches, and I think we're going to have very successful years. Every winning region is definitely something that hurt, and losing my junior year runner-up just gave us more fire, and we knew that we were going to win, and going out with a bang just makes everything better.
You're right. That's what I've always said, is that my job is to put them in position to be able to play at the collegiate level or to just go to college and be successful. I mean, I'm constantly telling them, look, what I'm teaching you are life lessons that you've got to take with you later on. Everything's not going to be easy. In college isn't easy. Grace has been such a hard worker for us, and so we're excited for her. I think number one thing about Grace is her will to win at all costs and at everything. And that's, when you have a kid that is totally bought in, and she's a senior and that will do whatever it takes for us to win, that's huge. When I first met Grace, the number one thing she said was, I'll do whatever you tell me to do, Coach. And I remember that, and I remember just the smile and how excited she was about basketball. And it took her a little bit of time to adjust to my style. We butt heads a little bit because she's so competitive and I'm so competitive. Yeah. She thinks she's right all the time. I think I'm right all the time. But now, she's a kid that I can't wait to watch her collegiate career.
Having my teammate come with me just makes me more comfortable, and it makes it feel more like home to turn around and see one of the fielders that's been behind me for years behind me again.
So. It's exciting that we get to play at the next level together because we've always played together, and just gives us 4 more years to do what we can do. Season's huge. I mean, it's our last time to shine, really, so it's great going out with a bang.
It's awesome. I mean, everyone's contributing with our defense. We hit from top to bottom. We're solid. So far, so good. So hopefully we can finish out the season strong. Which, I'm excited. We've been best friends for years. So this makes everything easier on us, more comfortable, and it's more exciting to share a moment that you've wanted all your life with someone that means a lot to. So
this season has given us it's been really fun. Honestly, it's probably the funnest team that I've been a part of, just because we're all so close, and it's we trust each other. There's not a ball that gets hit that I don't think is not going to be caught, or there's not a pitch that's thrown that I don't think is not going to be a strike, or not a batter up that can't hit the ball. So.
Well, we coming into the season, our goal obviously was to win district and region, and we've just been going game by game, and we win and we're happy, and we lose and we learn from it. So I think this year, being a senior loaded team, it makes a difference because everybody has confidence, and so I think the good thing about this year is that we just keep playing game by game, and we're going strong. So.
That's really what we do it for here. The wins, those are nice, but that's a byproduct. Getting kids to the next level, and we've been fortunate enough. I know in my time, I think they made 8 total that I've had signed. And that says a lot about where our program's going, and that's the way we measure it in every program. We're just trying to get kids to the next level. I've had multiple players sign, and these are my first 2 that signed together. I've had a few play together. I had Brooke Branham was my first to sign way back, and now she's coaching for me. And I had Candace Gilman, Kendra Gannon. They followed her to UPike, and then I've had multiple players over there. But these are my first 2 going to a school in West Virginia, so that's kind of exciting. But those older players, they built a foundation for this, and these 2 are taking a step above, so that's always positive. They've had 2 really good seasons. Kaylee's lights out. She's pitched some big moments. Kylie's made some big plays. She plays everywhere all over the field. Right now she's playing some left for us. She made a big play over the weekend where she slammed into the wall at Letcher, and then they both came up with some big-time hits. Kylie puts a hit against Johnson the other night, which was huge. Kaylee comes up with an extra inning game-winning hit against Shelby Valley. I mean, they're doing what they need to do to get the team wins, and that's this whole senior class. I mean, I'm senior loaded for the first time here, and they all play well together, and they all make big plays at the right time. Like I told them the other night, finally that they did what their age was supposed to do for them, and they made some big plays for us. Yeah, here that's a big thing is our leadership in every sport at this school, and I'm blessed this year where those are 2 senior leaders, and I have 4 more of them, and they, like I said, they all take young players under their little wing. Kaylee's done a great job taking Natalie, our little 8th grade catcher, and helping her out, and Kylie's always working with all these young players because, like I said, she plays every position on the field, it seems like, so she's always helping the young players, and that's the way the players before them treated them, so that's always a good thing to see here at this school, is the way they they help each other, and that's how you build programs and success.
All right, so I guess the other biggest thing that went on this weekend was the NFL draft, and we are both Bengals fans. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews online. It's either I've seen everything from an A- draft grade to all the way down to a D-.
And I guess that probably is all quantified on the second round pick, I would imagine, because first round pick I loved it, and third round pick I loved it.
Yeah,
I didn't understand the tight end in the second round that nobody's ever heard of.
Well, it seems to be a strange pick, and from everything that I've taken from it, probably about 2 rounds too early. Obviously, Zach Taylor and the Bengals staff see something in this kid, Drew Sample, but Jonah Williams with the first round pick, I feel pretty good about. Obviously, the freaking Steelers jumping in front of us, grabbing Bush.
Another reason we hate the Steelers.
Yeah, and if that wasn't enough, they also picked up Benny Snell, which is just heartbreaking for me to see Benny Snell in a Steelers uniform, but we wish him all the best. Same thing happened with Bud Dupree a few years ago.
All the best except for against the Bengals.
Yeah, all the best except for against the Bengals.
I'll do that.
Overall, I think next year's probably the year to go out and get another quarterback. The quarterback pool seems a little richer next year.
Yeah.
I don't know that there was that guy this year sitting around 11.
Well, I mean, still, Drew Lock was there in that second round pick. If you want to go quarterback, and I know we got one in the 4th round, but if you want to get a quarterback, Drew Lock's there in the 2nd round. For the value of where he's at, why not? I mean,
I've made no secret that I'm not a big Andy Dalton guy. I would love to see him get a little bit of competition in there. I think Drew Lock's a big, strong-arm quarterback. You'd love to see them.
And a lot of people had him as a top quarterback going in preseason early on, even before Haskins kind of emerged and Murray kind of emerged. A lot of people had Locke as a top quarterback in this draft. So, from what I was reading, he was projected anywhere from 15 to late 1st round.
Yeah, I think that was a guy, especially at the end of the college football season, that a lot of people speculated could be, a lottery pick.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, we'll see what happens. This is going to be a wait and see game. I want to give Zach Taylor and the brand new coaching staff a little bit of benefit of the doubt. The Drew Sample pick seemed a little strange, but a lot of what I'm reading, I didn't see a ton of NC State football this year. A lot of these scouts were super high on Jermaine Pratt, who we picked up in the 3rd round.
Yeah, that from everything that I've read about Pratt, it seems like he could have been a 1st rounder, and some people don't know why he fell to 3rd round. I mean, a lot of people had him projected anyway 1st or 2nd, and kind of fell there to us in the 3rd, and that's a need we had to get, so we picked him up, and it seems to be he's a speedy guy who used to be a safety, and he's got some cover skills. So.
Yeah, I mean, and it looks to me like at least with Jonah Williams and more than likely Jermaine Pratt, you got 2 plug-and-play guys that are going to see plenty of playing time next year. And then with Drew Sample, it's kind of a wait and see. And a lot of UK Wildcats came off the board, but a lot of guys also who weren't drafted, like we were talking about before with C.J. Conrad. I think we were under the impression that he was going to get picked. Seems like a really good athlete. Didn't have a crazy amount of production in college, but I think that's a guy who could play on the next level.
Absolutely. I do too. I mean, it's one of those things, you know, sometimes it works out better for guys not getting drafted, getting that free agent contract. So it's just a wait and see with C.J. Conrad.
Yeah, it'll be something definitely to look forward to, and we, you know, always will be rooting for the former Wildcats in the next level, even if they do play for the God blessed Pittsburgh Steelers. So we'll be looking forward to seeing how those guys pan out. All right, thank you again for joining us for another episode of the Bank On It podcast, and we want to say thanks again to our sponsors, Presbyterian Homes of Cedar Creek and Good Shepherd at Phelps, and the beautiful city of Pikeville at www.visitpikeville.com. And listen, we got a special bonus episode this week. You want to tell us a little bit about what they're going to see in that one?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've been so packed with so many stories and so many features and highlights and all this. You know, we've had these stories in the paper already, and they've, you know, we've got our feature one this week is Jason Boer's 27 Reasons Why.
Awesome story.
I mean, you know, you've already read the story in the paper, hopefully, but if not, you get to see the interview with Jason Boer, and he's talking about his reasons for doing these marathons, like the Boston Marathon, and it's just a fascinating story. So we got that coming up. We got Shelby Valley's football team. They got a new locker room, new design. Got an interview with Coach Anthony Hampton. Shelby Valley basketball team also with the new locker room, and they dedicated to Ronnie Hoss Johnson. That paper was in the story. I mean, you know, all these things are really fascinated, and you know, later on, maybe next week, we got a couple features coming up as well with Russ Osborne and Jackson Hensley. We're trying to work on getting up with these kids who've had some crazy combine things for football this past weekend. So
so make sure you. I'm sorry,
oh, you're fine.
Make sure you stick around. Give us a like and a subscribe. We appreciate everybody that's taking the time to check out the videos on Facebook or on YouTube and reading the stories in the paper. These guys are working hard to keep you up to date on all of the happenings in the region and sports. So make sure to stick around. Check out the bonus episode this week, and we'll see you next time. Bank On Podcast.